What's going on there, YouTube, and welcome back to another comic book video. We are going to continue our coverage over Batman as a way to get ready for the dawn of DC for the character. Remember that when it comes to the dawn of DC, it is a fresh start for DC Comics, a great jumping off point for new readers and also old readers as well. Now, the problem I have with the dawn of DC, and really could just be me, so please don't hate me, not all the books started over back at number 1. Some series just continue on, and then at a random issue, Dawn of DC begins for that character. So for Batman, it was issue number 135 that truly begins the Dawn of DC for Batman. And Batman number 135 is actually the last chapter of today's video that technically says that he is now in the Dawn of DC. Now, here is a little reminder about the character to remind you where we are at the moment for the character. And so in the last video, Batman was framed by the Penguin to be a killer. But of course, Batman is not, except when that happened, the news had reported that Batman had killed the Penguin. And because of that, we found out that Batman had made, but technically did not make it, a program known as Failsafe. This robot which was made to stop Batman if he goes too far. It's a great story actually, guys. Go read it. But it was sent out to kill Batman because it believed that Batman had killed. Now, Batman was able to reprogram the robot. Well, he thought he did as a way to stop at the end of the story. Except Failsafe still blasts Batman. Now, the Bat family believes that he is dead, except he is not. He was actually teleported into another universe. And so today's video focuses on the idea of him having an adventure in this alternate universe. And so getting into today's video, we actually do pick up with Batman number 131. Now, when we do, we actually see Batman right now arrived at the new universe that he was teleported to. Now, of course, because he had just battled Failsafe, and when he was teleported to this new universe, he still has the injuries from his battle with Failsafe. And so right now, he's laying in the middle of this alley, but still badly beaten. And of course, to the point where you do have some random kids come by and steal his belt, which honestly I found a tad bit funny. Either way though, you do have Batman right now laying in the middle of this alley. Now, he does realize that this is Crime Alley, but it's not his Crime Alley, which tells them right now, right off the bat, you are in an alternate universe. This is not your universe. And so with him realizing that, he knows he has to get out of here and figure out what his next steps are going to be. Now, that is the moment he begins to hallucinate. And what he sees right now is a skeleton version of James Gordon, of course, the police officer he works with in his universe. And so right now, he's just seeing this skeleton version of James and wondering what in the world is going on. He feels like because he traveled to a different universe that his mind's kind of a tad bit messed up. And so that is why he's hallucinating right now, this skeleton James Gordon. Now, he does go to where his home should be at, and remember, at this point in DC Comics, Batman does not live in Wayne Manor. He lives in a brownstone. Either way, right now, he went to his brownstone and realizing that it's not his home. But on top of that, he does look around Gotham and realize Gotham is completely different in this universe, especially with Wayne Tower. Wayne Tower is not Wayne Tower. It seems like it belongs to a different company. And that company right there is going to be important down the road. But then that's the moment you have Bruce realize that Gotham, this Gotham right here, is a whole lot darker than his Gotham, which honestly tells you right off the bat, that's a bad thing because his Gotham was literally bad already. And so now this Gotham is off worse apparently. Either way, that is the moment he hears someone screaming for help. And you have Bruce, being Bruce, wanting to help that person who's calling out for help. And then this begins our adventure around Gotham City of this universe to see what the characters are like in this universe. And so we pick up with Harvey Dent. Now, usually in most universes, and especially in the main DC universe, Harvey Dent is Two-Face. but in this universe, he's not. Matter of fact, he's known as Judge Dent. Now, the reason why he's known for that name right there is because he goes around Gotham City and decides if people are sane or insane. And thing is, if you are insane, you are sent to Arkham, of course, Arkham Asylum. And right now, he's going through this apartment building and saying, you're insane, you're insane, you're insane, and just sending all of them to Arkham Asylum. Now, here is something else to mention. He's also using Venom. And usually when it comes to Venom, Venom is used by Bane. It's the reason why Bane gets stronger than he already is. Now, with that being said, Harvey Dent is strong and faster because of Venom. Either way, right now, he's in this apartment building just deciding who should go to Arkham Asylum. And right now, he's saying almost everyone should. And so, of course, that is the moment you do have Batman step in. Now, when Batman does step in, it's Batman right now thinking that he should be able to actually handle the Judge Dent. The problem is, though, Batman has to remember his body is still recovering because literally in our last video, he fought against Failsafe, lost to Failsafe, and got teleported over to this universe. His body has not had the time to properly recover. And so right now, it's Harvey Dent who's right now using Venom fighting against our Bruce Wayne. Now, Bruce thinks that he should be able to actually handle Harvey Dent because over the years in his universe, he fought against Bane and Bane had always used Venom. And so this is Bruce thinking, okay, it's just Harvey Dent using Venom. This should be easy. But unfortunately, when it comes to this version of Venom, it makes people strong, but also make people fast as well. And so right now, it's Bruce realizing that he has to move quicker if he wants to actually survive this battle. And so this is where you have Firefly appear. Now, honestly, I was kind of sad about Firefly, and the reason why, because Firefly is one of my favorite characters or favorite bad guys for Batman, and I was kind of hoping to see if they try anything different with this character in this universe, and they don't. And so you have Firefly right now here to actually help out Judge Dent clear out this apartment building, but to also stop Bruce Wayne. And so you do have Firefly use his flamethrower to begin the process of actually burning down the building. Now, at the same time, you still have Judge Dent wanting to fight against Bruce Wayne. And so Bruce Wayne is trying to save people's lives, fight against Judge Dent, but also try to survive the flames in this building. He's doing a lot, and right now his body cannot properly handle all of this. And you have Judge Dent also throw him around, which of course caused more pain for his body. And so it's Bruce Wayne realizing that he had messed up. Now, luckily for Bruce Wayne, he does get saved by some random girl who does throw knives at the face of Harvey Dent. And that gives Bruce Wayne enough time to actually get out of there. And so when he does, they do escape by using the fire escape to get to a nearby car, where apparently this young lady, who I want to say she's 13, knows how to drive, and she does take her and Bruce away from the scene. And so Bruce Wayne once again got lucky, but at the same time, this is Bruce Wayne realizing he has to do his research about this version of Gotham City because he could have died right then and there. And so then we jump over to this universe version of Selina Kyle, aka Catwoman. Now in this universe, she's not Catwoman. She's just Selina Kyle, but she is a crime boss. Now with that being said, we do see her right now beating down some guy who tried to take some money away from her. And honestly, it's a bad idea because this man tried to steal, I want to say like $10,000 out of $1 million. Thinking that Selina would not realize that she's missing $10,000. And so you have her tell him, you gone and messed up. Like, why in the world would you think I would not realize that you stole $10K from me? Either way, after she deals with him, that is the moment she gets a call. And she gets a call from a character known as Red Mask. Now, Red Mask is going to be the main bad guy of this storyline. Either way, right now, it's Red Mask telling Selina, I have a mission for you. And your mission right now is to find this Bruce Wayne. Of course, our Bruce Wayne. Because apparently in this universe, Bruce Wayne is dead. And so right now with our Bruce Wayne being around, a lot of people are confused. Like, wait a second, we know our Bruce Wayne is dead. Who is that Bruce Wayne right there? And so you have Selina say, yes, I'll do it. I'll figure out who he is and bring him to you, Red Mask. But at the same time, it does give us a page to see what does Red Mask look like? What is Red Mask actually doing? And right now, it seems like Red Mask is technically running some kind of experiments on different kinds of people. And we have no idea what these experiments are going to do to these people. Either way, we do get a look at Red Mask, and he is going to be the main bad guy of this storyline. But getting back over to Bruce, this actually leads us into seeing Bruce right now with the young lady that had saved him. And her name is Jewel, or Julia. We're going to call her Jewel. Now, with that being said, this is where Bruce realized how bad Gotham truly is. Because right now, he's in her apartment. Her apartment is kind of bad off. But on top of that, he realized that she does not have parents at all. Because when he asked her that, he realized that was a mistake to ask. Because her parents are gone. And matter of fact, we are going to learn more about her parents down the road, but also how bad Gotham is in this universe. But either way, when Bruce realized how bad this Gotham is, he realized to himself that he is Batman and he always must protect Gotham. Even though this right now is not his Gotham, he is going to save this Gotham. And so this is Bruce declaring he is going to save this Gotham. And that ends Batman number 131. And so getting into Batman number 132, we do kind of find out that in this universe right here, Alfred is alive, which honestly, there's no big shock there. But on top of that, he's also technically married to Leslie Tompkins, which honestly, again, there's no huge shock there because I feel like in the main DC universe, there was something going on between the two characters. Either way, right now we do see the two characters right now discussing about the idea of her going out into Gotham City. Now, the reason why he's kind of freaking out about this is because he knows how bad Gotham is. And apparently Gotham has gotten so bad that really a lot of people stay in one particular tower. And so right now, it's Alfred saying, please don't go out there. Please stay here. But with Leslie being a doctor, she has to go out there because most doctors had left Gotham to go to Metropolis or Central City, other cities that are less dangerous than Gotham City. Now, that is the moment where we actually jump over to Bruce Wayne. Now, when we do, this is really Bruce Wayne telling us right off the bat that when it comes to the idea of how bad Gotham is, he does give us some information. So, for example, he tells us that right now, the country is no longer trying to help save Gotham City. That right now, Gotham is on their own if they want to save themselves. But on top of that, the police officers are also using venom as well. It's just a lower strain than what Judge Dent is using right now. So that means they're weaker than Dent. Either way, the police officers are also going around using venom, but grabbing people and taking those people over to Arkham Asylum, where those people are never seen again. Now, on top of that, you also have Batman tell us that when it comes to Jewel's parents, the reason why they're not around because her mom died from cancer, but her dad was taken away because he was also labeled as insane. And so he was never seen again because he was taken to Arkham Asylum. It's Bruce realizing how bad everything is here in this universe version of Gotham City. Now, after that, he does tell us that he told Jewel about the idea that he is from an alternate universe. But for her, she doesn't truly believe that. And the reason why, because in her life, there wasn't no huge universe battle. There was no heroes. It's just been Gotham been bad her entire life, and that is it. And so with her experience, she can't believe the idea that, oh yeah, there's alternate universes out there, and you're from one of them. Ooh, no, she can't believe that at all. And so that is the moment where we actually do pick up with Bruce and also Jewel having a conversation. Now, when it comes to this conversation, it's actually very important. And the reason why, because right now you have Bruce telling Jewel that he is hallucinating. And it's true, he is. because he is seeing a skeleton version of James Gordon. Now she tells him, I know why you are, because Bruce tries to tell her first the reason why he is seeing things because he traveled in the multiverse. But she says, no, that's not the reason why you're seeing things, because here is another reason why Gotham's so bad. Because right now, there is a crane gas being sent across Gotham City. Of course, crane means scarecrow fear toxin. And so when it comes to his fear toxin, it makes you go crazy and crazier to the point where you go insane. And so when the officers or Judge Dent come by, you're easily labeled as insane and then taken away to Arkham Asylum. Now, here's the big thing though. She does give him some medicine to kind of help with the idea that he is hallucinating. But once she gets the medicine to him, he realized it comes from a different company. And that company is not Wayne Enterprises, because there is no Wayne Enterprises, because Bruce Wayne died. And so instead of Wayne Enterprises, you have a completely different company. Almost said country there, but a completely different company. And that is Halliday Industries. They're the ones right now who is technically the big company in Gotham City, not Wayne Enterprises. But that is the moment where we actually do pick up with Red Mask. Now, when we do pick up with Red Mask, I do want to point out something very important. And what I mean by that, you have Red Mask just walking into the room. And when he does walk into the room, people fear him. People are scared of him. They are scared so much by him that they'll do anything to make sure they don't cross his path. Either way, though, you have him right now going to go see Harvey Dent, because we kind of find out Harvey Dent does work for Red Mask, which honestly makes sense because Red Mask is the one in charge of this city. Now, you do have Red Mask walk in, and I love this scene right here because you have Harvey Dent right now just pumped up because of Venom. He's all big and tall like, hey, I'm Harvey Dent. But here's the problem though. As soon as Harvey Dent tries to get aggressive towards Red Mask pulls out a button, he clicks it and turns the Venom off in Harvey Dent's body. Back to regular form he goes, just like that. And you have Red Mask say, listen here. That's your reminder that you work for me. It's not the other way around. You go out there, you judge people, and you bring me those people to me so that I am able to run experiments on those people. That is our deal. Do you understand? And you have Harvey say, yes, I do. And so you have Red Mask actually let Harvey Dent get his Venom back in his body again. But it shows that when it comes to Red Mask, if you try anything to cross his path or be aggressive towards him, he will shut you down and remind you where your place is. And you get one warning, maybe two, and you might die by your third. But then we jump back over to Bruce Wayne. Now, when we do, this is Bruce Wayne right now talking to Jewel. And you have Jewel tell Bruce, okay, listen, here's more information about Holiday, because Bruce wants to know more about this person. And what she says is that when it comes to Holiday, his full name is Darwin Holiday. And right now, he stays in his tower, along with a bunch of rich people who are technically safe from the troubles of Gotham City. Meaning that right now, the 1% of Gotham City, the one that have all the money, they get the chance to actually live a peaceful life by staying in the tower, staying away from all the mess in the rest of Gotham City. And so right now, you have her tell Bruce, if you want to see Darwin Holiday, you have to go to his big party tonight. But again, you have to look the part, meaning that you have to look rich. And so you have Bruce look at her like, oh, this is perfect. Because in my universe, I play as a billionaire playboy. This is the easiest task you can give me. And so this is him right now dressing up, but at the same time, getting some gear to go with him. And he is going to go to that party, get inside because he looks rich, and to hopefully meet this Holiday person to hopefully find a way to get back to his own universe. Now, when he does get to the party, this is really more of Bruce Wayne playing Bruce Wayne. He knows how to be that rich boy, but he has to remember that he can't say he's Bruce Wayne, because in this universe, Bruce Wayne is dead. And so right now he's trying to pretend to be someone else. Now, at first, he's able to trick people left and right, except that is the moment he does run into Selina Kyle. Now, he freaks out. And the reason why, because in his universe, he loves her. He loves her so much. And so just seeing an alternate universe version of her, he does get a tad bit freaked out. But at the same time, remembers he has to play the part because this is not his Selina Kyle. It's this universe version of Selina Kyle. And so, of course, they do dance. Now, while they do dance, that is the moment he looks up and he does see Halliday. And when he does, he realizes who Halliday actually is. It's the Joker. It's just the Joker has not happened yet, meaning that this guy is just a regular dude. But of course, he is the Joker of this universe because the way he looks, the way he talks, it's clear as day that sooner or later he'll become the Joker. Either way, Selina Kyle also realized that, hey, you're not who you say you are. You're Bruce Wayne, and you're the guy I was hired to look for. And so right now, it's her trying to bring him in. And so his cover is completely blown. And he has no choice but to fight against her. Now, while he does fight against her, he's also confronted by Punchline. And of course, if you're new to DC Comics, Punchline is just the new girlfriend of Joker right now. Either way, she's here again in this universe, but on top of that, she's also using Venom, which means that she's strong and faster than a regular human. And he's also confronted by Killer Croc. And so he has a lot of different people to fight against. Now, while he does fight against all these different people, there is a brief moment he does see Alfred. And this is huge because you have to remember, back in the main DC universe, Alfred is dead. Alfred's been dead. And so for Bruce to see Alfred, it's a lot to go through, to see the man you want to see, the man who was your father, to see him alive again and realize that he's not your father. He's not your Alfred. Either way, Bruce realized he has to leave because if he stays here, he will be taken down and taken away to Arkham Asylum. And for right now, he cannot let that happen. And so he does jump out a window to get away from Punchline, Selina, and also Killer Croc. Now, after crashing through a window and crashing on the ground, you would think Homeboy would technically take a break, right? No, he doesn't. Instead, what he does next is that he does see another GCPD, a cop, right now attacking a lady. And of course, again, the cop is right now using Venom and right now trying to say that this lady is insane and needs to be taken away to Arkham Asylum. Except you do have Batman come in and actually stop the guy. Now, once Batman is able to stop the guy, this leads into a very important moment. And what I mean by that is you have Bruce realize that when it comes to Gotham City, no matter what universe he is in, Gotham may need help. But if Gotham needs help, he's the person to help out Gotham. And so with that being said, this Gotham right now needs his help. And he is going to help Gotham the best way he can help Gotham, which is striking fear in the ones who need fear in their lives. And of course, meaning that he is going to become the Batman of this Gotham City. And so getting into Batman number 133, we actually do pick up right now with with Bruce Wayne being the Batman for this universe. And so that means we're going to start seeing some characters from this universe be taken down by Batman. And so the first person we see is, of course, the Riddler. Now, the Riddler is literally just the Riddler of this universe. There is no huge difference. The only difference I saw and what I read is that he's red. Literally, that is it. Except being green, he's red now and he still gives out riddles to people. And of course, you get it wrong, you die. Either way right now, you have the Riddler basically giving this kid a riddle. If the kid gets it wrong, he is taken away to Arkham Asylum or possibly killed off. But as the moment you have Batman appear. And so this begins the idea of Bruce Wayne being Batman for this Gotham City. And so that is the moment where we actually jump over to Red Mask. Now, when we do, this is the moment where you have Selena Kyle coming to Red Mask and telling him, hey man, listen, there's a new guy out there known as Batman, and he is right now taking down people left and right that works for you, starting off with the Riddler. Now, right out the bat, you have Red Mask tell us that he knows that Batman is Bruce Wayne. Now, we'll find out why he knows that, but either way, it is Red Mask telling Selena Kyle, I gave you a job. Go out there and find me Bruce Wayne and bring him here right now. I want to see Bruce Wayne right now. Now, with that being said, though, you didn't have Selena realize that when it comes to Red Mask and his experiments, he's doing some of those experiments on children, and that right there bothers her. Now, she does try to stop him, but he has super speed, and so he was able to dodge her attack, beat her down, and remind her that he's in charge, not her. And so he says, go out there and find me Bruce Wayne. And honestly, I don't care that my experiments on children bother you, because honestly, why should I care in the first place? And so this is the moment where you have Batman actually go over to a grave. And the reason why, because he is going to dig up this universe version of Bruce Wayne to figure out what happened to this version of Bruce Wayne. Now, while he's doing that right there, that is the moment he is confronted by Alfred. Now, again, this is a huge moment because back in the main DC universe, Alfred is dead. Alfred's been dead for, I want to say 5-6 years now. Maybe a tad bit longer. Either way, he's dead. And so for Batman right now, it's one heck of a thing to actually have a conversation with Alfred. And for Alfred, it's the same thing. Because in this universe, Bruce been dead for maybe 5 or 6 years. And so it's Alfred saying, this is a great moment, but at the same time, I know you're not my Bruce Wayne. So who are you? And you have our Bruce Wayne tell Alfred, hey man, listen, I am from an alternate universe. Please don't shoot me. I'm sorry to bother you, but I came here for a mission. I need to know what happened to your universe version of me. I have to figure it out and hopefully save Gotham. And so he was able to leave with the body of the other Bruce Wayne. And so you do have Bruce being able to go back and begin the process of actually scanning the body of this other Bruce Wayne. Now, when he does that, he's able to realize two things. One, this Bruce Wayne died from some kind of poisoning. Of course, it affected his lungs. But on top of that, there's multiversal energy on this Bruce Wayne. Now, to Jewel and Bruce Wayne, it could possibly mean that this Bruce Wayne right here, who we were left to believe to be this universe version of Bruce Wayne, could also be from an alternate universe. But if that's the case, then where is this universe version of Bruce Wayne? That is the big question. Either way right now, they have to put those questions on hold. And the reason why? Because Judge Dent had found their hideout and he's here for Batman, to bring Batman in for Red Mask. And so that is the moment where we actually do get a battle between Batman and Harvey Dent. Now, when it comes to this battle right here, it's an actual battle, yes, but at the same time, it's a tad bit different than the last one. And the reason why, because remember, the last time they fought, Harvey Dent had the advantage because Bruce Wayne was still recovering from his earlier injuries from the last storyline against Failsafe, and so he got his butt kicked. Except this time, Batman has recovered. He's ready to go, and he knows how to take down Harvey Dent. It's that prep time right there. And so with that prep time, he came back and was able to actually defeat Harvey Dent. Now, with them being able to do that, this is also Batman saying, you know what? I should be able to get some kind of information out of him to hopefully figure out where in the world is Red Mask? Where in the world is Arkham Asylum? How in the world can I get inside to Arkham Asylum? And that is the moment you have Selena Kyle appear. And she says, listen, he can't help you, but I know who can. And that person is, well, of course, me. And so this is really more of Selena Kyle helping out Batman because she got very upset in what she saw when it came to Red Mask. because she saw Red Mask just going around and now working on children. And that right there made her very upset. And so she tells Batman, I'm going to help you get into Arkham Asylum. Now, here is another thing, because you also have Batman ask Selina Kyle a very important question. Who is Red Mask? Now, she has no idea either, but she thinks it could be another Bruce Wayne from another universe. Who knows? Either way, she said, follow me and I'll show you where Arkham Asylum is at. And so that is the moment she does take him. And of course, they do go to Arkham Asylum. And this is going to lead into him meeting the Red Mask. And so once they do arrive in Arkham Asylum, this is where you have Selina Kyle say goodbye. And the reason why, because Batman knows if Selina Kyle stays and she gets captured along with Batman, Red Mask is going to kill her off. But if Batman fails and get captured and Selina's not there, well, Red Mask will kill off Batman, but not kill off Selina Kyle. And so she wants to make sure that she's still alive and has a job. And so she does leave. But before she does leave, you do have Batman say, take this. It's a phone. Just in case I do win and I want to talk to you, this phone right here will give us the ability to actually communicate with one another. This is also Batman hoping that maybe, just maybe, that this version of Selina Kyle is actually good, like the one back in the main DC universe. Either way, it's now time for Batman to go confront the Red Mask. And so that is the moment where you have Batman getting the ability to look around Arkham Asylum to see some of the prisoners. Now, while he does that, he does see Lex Luthor and Barry Allen. Now, this makes sense because it seems like Red Mask went out there, found people who could technically stop him, could cause a threat to his plans. And so Red Mask made sure to go out there, get them, and lock them up, to make sure they're out of his way when it comes to his operations. And so that is why you have Lex Luthor and also Barry Allen locked up. But at the same time, is Red Mask studying Barry Allen to learn more about his powers. Now, this leads into the big moment where you actually have Batman find Red Mask. Now, when he does find Red Mask, it's the moment where you do have Red Mask tell Batman that his name is Darwin Holloway. Now remember, Batman said earlier that Darwin Holloway was the Joker, which means that Red Mask is the Joker of this universe, which honestly makes sense. Red Mask, Red Hood, the clues are all there. But here is the big catch though. He is not insane like the other Jokers in the other universes in DC's multiverse. And that right there is his problem. Because he said there was a moment where he was hit with chemicals like most of the other Jokers across the multiverse. And with those chemicals, it made other Jokers go insane to make them become Jokers of their universes. Except he did not go insane. And when that happened, it bothered him because he realized that he was connected to other versions of himself. It's Batman saying right now that because he's the Joker, he is connected by a thread to other versions of himself across the multiverse. Same thing for Batman as well. And so right now, when it comes to Red Mask, he was very upset about the idea that he did not go insane like the other Jokers. And so when it came to his experiments, he's trying to figure out how to travel in the multiverse so that he's able to go back in time the multiverse, but to also be there when a Joker goes insane so that he'll be able to actually go insane, because he wants to know what really happened to them to make them go insane. What happened to them in their past lives to break their mind when they hit that breaking point that made them insane. And so that is his goal right now, to travel in the multiverse to hopefully experience the breaking point of another Joker so that he'll be the Joker of this universe. And so you do have Red Mask being able to trap Batman inside some kind of force field so he's able to get away and hopefully continue with on his experiment, but to hopefully kill off Batman. And so that is the moment where you do have Batman being able to break out of the force field. Now, when he does break out of the force field, of course, that is the moment he is confronted by Ghostmaker. Now, Ghostmaker is a new character. I don't say freshly new, I really mean more of he's still somewhat new, because I want to say he was made around 2020 or 2021. I forgot what year he was made, and so he's still kind of fresh in DC Comics. Now, when it comes to Ghostmaker, though, he was retconned into Batman's life. And of course, they said that when it came to Batman and Ghostmaker, apparently when Bruce Wayne was going around the world to be trained to become Batman, every single teacher he went to, Ghostmaker was there as well, training alongside with him. And so when it came to Batman and Ghostmaker, they have different views on justice, where of course Batman believes that people still can be saved even though they committed crimes. When it comes to Ghostmaker, like his name says, he'll make you a ghost, meaning that he'll kill you off. Either way, because this is an alternate universe, Ghostmaker has no idea how to fight against Batman, but Batman knows how to fight against Ghostmaker because Batman has been fighting Ghostmaker for years in his universe, which means that if this Ghostmaker is the same as Bruce Wayne's Ghostmaker in the main DC universe, then Batman has the advantage here when it comes to fighting against Ghostmaker. And so their battle does go on for a few pages, and you have Ghostmaker realize that he is actually about to lose this battle. But then he hits a button, and when he does hit that button, well, that is the moment he is technically confronted by a bunch of prisoners that Red Mask kept here in Arkham Asylum. And so that is the moment where we actually do pick up with a bunch of prisoners right now coming after Batman. Now, out of all those prisoners, one of those prisoners is actually Superman. Now, this makes sense. And the reason why, because we have to remember, when it came to Red Mask, he went around the world and captured people who could technically stop him and his master plans. And so right now, he had captured Superman, and Superman is about to fight against Batman. Now, you would think this would be some kind of cliffhanger, but honestly, it's not. Because this is Chip, the writer, saying, listen, we have seen Batman fight against Superman so many times in DC Comics, we don't need to see it right now. And so you have Batman pretend to be some kind of demonic creature to scare Superman away. And he does fly away. Now, the line he used, this is where I ask you guys where this line came from. Because I feel like it happened somewhere in the past, and I have no idea when. Either way, Batman was able to scare Superman away and being able to move on with his day. Now, back on the surface right now, you have Red Mask releasing a full amount of crane gas across Gotham City. Now, here is the big reason why. Because when it comes to crane gas, it does make people go crazy. So they'll have more people go insane. And so just in case he's unable to actually travel in the multiverse, at least he'll have people right now insane enough so that they'll be brought over to Arkham Asylum so that he can continue with his experiments. But here's the real reason why he's doing this for. And the reason why? Because he's right now trying to get people affected with multiversal energy so that he will have enough energy as a way to travel through the multiverse to hopefully experience another Joker's breaking point. That is his whole goal right now when it comes to the Crimson Gas. Yes, you have folks going crazy, but at the same time, the gas is giving them multiversal energy that he can use as a way to travel the multiverse. But then we jump over to Leslie Tompkins, and when we do, we see her right now on the phone with Alfred. And the reason why, because right now Alfred wants her home, but she's at the hospital. Because right now, some of the people who have been affected by the crane gas, they're now having seizures. And so right now, she has to stay here to help those people out. And of course, for Alfred, he wants his wife home where she could be safe. But unfortunately, he realized that what she's doing is trying to help Gotham. And right now, Alfred needs to do the same thing. But getting back over to Batman, right now you have Batman trying to make sure the gas is stopped. Like right now, yes, you do have a bunch of gas being pumped into the city, but he's trying to stop the pumping. And so when he gets near the controls, that is the moment he's confronted by Ghostmaker once again. Now, when it comes to him and Ghostmaker, their battle does go on for a few pages, but like I said earlier, this is not the main DC Universe Ghostmaker, which means that Batman actually has the advantage here because he knows all of Ghostmaker's moves. And so he was able to actually defeat Ghostmaker and make his way over to the controls to hopefully stop the pumping of the gas into the city. Except the panel or the switch to turn it off is stuck. And so you have Batman trying his best to pull the lever to stop the pumping. But again, it's stuck. And so you have Batman try to use all his strength. But while he's doing that, you have Ghostmaker also trying to stop him. And so that is the moment you have Ghostmaker cut Batman's hand off right when Batman is able to actually pull the handle to stop the pumping. But that is the moment where we actually jump over to Red Mask. Now, when we do, this is Red Mask right now telling us, the readers, that technically he knows that Batman was able to stop the pumping of the gas into Gotham City. And so right now it seems like Batman has won. But then that is the moment you have Red Mask say, don't worry, you always have a backup plan. And so this is the moment where you have Red Mask release a bunch of Man-Bats. And when it comes to these Man-Bats, they're all carrying that fear toxin once again. Now, I say fear toxin, but in reality, it's multiversal energy gas being released across Gotham for Red Mask to use as a way to travel through the multiverse. And so it seems like Batman had technically just lost. And so then we get into Batman number 135. Now, when we do, this is technically the wrap up. This is where we get into the dawn of DC, but also wrap up this storyline right here. Now, with that being said, Gotham, or this version of Gotham, has gone completely crazy. But you have Bruce Wayne right now closing the wounds where his hand was cut off at to say, I need to keep fighting. Gotham needs me. I need to stop Red Mask. I need to bring him in. And so this is the final chapter of the storyline, but it's Batman saying, I have to make sure to stop Red Mask, because if I do, then I can make sure I have saved this Gotham City. And I'm going to do that now. But on top of that, Red Mask is the only way to get me back home to my universe. And so you do have Batman say it's time to bring down the Red Mask. But getting over to Red Mask, we actually see him right now celebrating with Punchline, because right now he now has the ability to travel across the multiverse, to experience the breaking point of a Joker in the multiverse. Now, it does seem like he is going to experience the main DC Universe version of the Joker, so that he'll be able to go completely insane like that Joker right there. And so you do have him tell Punchline with all that gas right now in Gotham, just full of multiversal energy, it'll go to his machine, and then he'll be able to travel across the multiverse. Or really, his mind will be able to travel across the multiverse. And so that is the moment where we actually do pick up with Alfred. Now, this is Alfred saying that it's time for him to finally start helping out Gotham. It's time for him to stop being on the sideline. And the reason why he is saying that, because he realized his wife, Leslie, is actually out there trying to make a change. She's actually doing something great for Gotham. And now it's time for him to do the same. Now remember, all the rich people of Gotham City, they all live in one particular tower. And of course, that tower is unaffected by Red Mask chaos. And so this is Alfred saying, I am going to open the doors to this tower. And when I do, I want the people out there who have nowhere to go, nowhere to hide, to come here, to have somewhere to go, to have somewhere to hide, to actually have somewhere safe to call home. And so this is Alfred saying it's time for us to make a change. But then we jump over to Red Mask. Now, when we do jump over to Red Mask, This is Red Mask getting ready to actually travel across the multiverse. Now, he's not literally going to travel. It's his mind that's going to travel back in time in the multiverse to the point where the main DC Universe Joker goes insane. He wants to experience that so that he'll become insane just like that Joker. And so that is the moment where you do have Red Mask being able to send his mind back in time, while Batman is trying to fight his way over to Red Mask. Now, while you do have Red Mask being able to actually take his mind and travel back in time in the multiverse to the point where the main DC Universe Joker is about to go insane, you have that Joker realize there's someone else in his mind. And he's right. It's Red Mask. And this is Red Mask trying to experience what our Joker had actually gone through. Now, this is the moment where it's DC saying, when it comes to the origin of the Joker or one of the three Jokers, it does seem like the Killing Joke is established that it is the origin for one of the three Jokers out there. Either way, though, right now, Red Mask is experiencing the moment, the breaking point for the Killing Joke Joker. And of course, the Killing Joke Joker realized, oh, I have someone else in my head right now who is trying to experience what I experience. Now, unfortunately, it did seem like what Red Mask was trying to do failed, because he does come back to his universe. But when he does, he screams out that he has to go back. He does not feel crazy as the main DC Joker. But that is the moment where we jump back over to Selina Kyle. Now, when we do, this is Selina right now still fighting against the forces of Man-Bats. But while she is doing that right there, of course, she's getting overrun. But luckily for her, that is the moment you do have Firefly appear. And so Firefly is on her side, which honestly, I like this. I'm like, you know what? It's about time someone does something new with Firefly. Again, guys, one of my favorite characters. Either way, he comes in and helps out and then says, let's get this job done. Now, this actually works out for Selina Kyle and Firefly, because while they're taking out the Man-Bats, you have Alfred being able to get downstairs to open the doors to the tower. Because like I said earlier, Alfred wants to actually do something with his life to actually help out Gotham, to make Gotham better. And so he does open the doors up to the tower, the only safe place in Gotham. And you have Selina and Firefly say to the innocent people, go now and get inside there. You'll be safe there, but you gotta go now. And so you have all those innocent people just running into the tower. Now, Alfred said the doors will stay open until the tower is completely filled from top to bottom, meaning that until there's no room left in any of the rooms in this tower, the doors stay open to help out any innocent people out there in Gotham right now. But then we jump over to Red Mask. Now, when we do, we kind of find out something very huge, because when we jump back over to Red Mask, he had tried to travel back in the multiverse, or his mind traveled back into the multiverse to hopefully experience what they had experienced, to go through the entire process and say, yes, I am crazy just like you. Let me experience your breaking point. But unfortunately, he doesn't go insane. And the reason why he does not go insane is because he's the one who makes the Jokers in the other universes across DC's multiverse. He is the reason why we have Jokers in every single universe. And the reason why? Because when his mind travels back in time to basically experience what they experience, they see him. And when they see him, sometimes they feel like they failed in their life, because they see him in his life being successful. And so when they see him being successful, that right there hits them hard. Because when he does travel back in the multiverse to see their breaking point, they have gone through a lot. So much that when they see him, they realize, you haven't gone through anything really like I have over here in this universe. And so that right there is my breaking point, realizing that there's another version of me out there in the universe who's able to experience a good life. And then there's me, someone who's not able to actually experience something good in my life. But right after that, that is the moment where you do have Batman walk into the room to confront Red Mask. And when he does, he tells Red Mask it's over. Because to Bruce Wayne, the one thing he always do is stop Joker. And right now, he's going to stop Joker right here. Because when he looks at Red Mask is a Joker. And it's time to stop another Joker. Now, when they do fight against one another, Red Mask shows Batman that he does have some abilities. Now, when it comes to Red Mask, his abilities come from the energy he took from the multiverse. And so right now, Batman tells us it's kind of like he's traveling between time here and there and being able to actually move fast. Either way, Batman is able to overcome those attacks and being able to actually stab Red Mask. Now, when he does that, Red Mask freaks out, especially when you have more people walk into the room, and he feels like that right now he is technically outnumbered. And so he runs through the gate he made, but instead his mind going back in time through the multiverse, his entire body now travels across the multiverse. And Batman knows he has to chase down Red Mask. Now, that is the moment where you have Batman realize that he has to go and chase after Red Mask to stop him. Because right now, with him traveling across the multiverse, he could do a lot of damage. And so this is Batman saying goodbye to every single person that he had met. So like Joel, he says goodbye to Joel. And when it comes to Joel, Joel reminded him of the Robins he had back in the main DC universe. You know, Dick, Jason, Tim, Stephanie, and Damian. She reminded him of all of them. And so right now he's saying, I have to go home after stopping Red Mask, because once I stop him, I'm heading home to see my sons and daughter. Now, when it comes to Alfred, it's also a rough moment because back in the main DC universe, he does not have an Alfred. Now, you do have Batman ask this Alfred to come with him back to the main DC universe. But here's the thing, Alfred says no. Because he says, listen, I'm not your Alfred and you're not my Bruce Wayne. And even though it'll be so great to call you my son, it'll be so great for you to call me your father and be with you once again, it's still not the same. Because I'm not your Alfred and you're not my Bruce Wayne. And you have Bruce realize that this Alfred is correct. Now, when it comes to Selina, same thing. Batman loves her so much. But here's the thing, it's not his Selina. This is another Selina. And so even though she has his Selina's face and the way she talks reminds him of his Selina, it's still not his Selina. And so he says, I'm saying goodbye, but I realize the love I have for my Selina is real and I want to see her so bad. Either way, you do have this version of Catwoman actually kick Batman through the gate just like that so that he'll be gone and move on. And so this begins Batman's adventure over the multiverse, starting off with, man, I was so hyped when I saw this, but it started off with the 1989 Batman movie universe, where he is confronted by that Batman of that universe. Now, when he does meet the Batman of that universe, he's like, you know, I'm Batman, but it seems like you're Batman too. So, what in the world is going on here? Now, our Bruce Wayne quickly asks him, hey, listen, man, where is your Joker? And you have 1989 Batman say, Joker? Yeah, my Joker is dead. And right after he says that, our Bruce Wayne is pulled again and now going to another universe. And so right after that, you have Batman travel to a universe where Joker became a vampire. And of course, that is a stronger Joker. And luckily for Batman, he was able to get pulled back into the multiverse to get away from this vampire Joker. Because if he had stayed there, that Joker would have won that battle very, very easily. And so you do have Batman continue on with his multiverse adventure and meeting all the different Batmans in the multiverse. And some of them we can tell right off the bat. Like he meets the classic 1990s animated Batman series Batman. And on top of that, some other ones as well. But here's the thing. Every single one he goes to, Red Mask was there. But Red Mask is bringing back Joker to life if they had died in those universes, or making a Joker in those universes. Because remember, Red Mask is apparently the central point in the creation of Jokers across the multiverse. And so every single universe he goes to, he is creating a Joker or bringing a Joker back to life to hunt and taunt Batman in those universes across the multiverse. But then that leads us right into Batman meeting the Arkham game Batman. And I like this a whole lot because this is Arkham Knight Batman saying, hey man, listen, I fought Joker for so many years in my universe. He died. I had to bury the man. And on top of that, he was in my head. And once I was able to get him out of my head, and when I thought he was finally gone from my life, I come to find out that he is alive still because of Red Mask. When he came to my universe, he brought my Joker back to life. And so now I have to do it him all over again. And so with that being said, this is technically canon for the Arkham game, where now we know after Arkham Knight, the Joker does come back to life, thanks to Red Mask. Now, of course, DC could retcon this, or the next game to come out could retcon this as well. Either way, for right now, this could be canon. Now, his next stop is actually the Batman Beyond TV show universe, not the one from the comics, the TV show. There's a huge difference there. Either way, when he does arrive, he does meet Terry McGinnis, but he also meets the future Bruce Wayne, his old self. And of course, just like in other universes across the multiverse, every single universe that Red Mask goes to, he is making a Joker. And when it comes to this universe, Joker died back in the classic 1990s animated Batman series, apparently. But then in Batman Beyond, he came back to life. And now we're being told the reason why he came back to life is because of Red Mask. When he came here, the Joker came back to life. And in this universe, he's now attacking the Batcave. But either way, Batman still has to move on. Because when Red Joker goes to one universe, so does Batman. He's trying to chase him down, but of course, it's kind of like a cat and mouse game. Now, when it comes to Batman, he does continue on with his adventure across the multiverse. And with him being able to do that again, he is trying to chase down Red Mask. But of course, in every single universe, Red Mask does get away. Now, he does meet other Batmen like Kingdom Come Batman, Injustice Batman. But either way, Red Mask still gets away in every single universe. And again, Red Mask keeps creating Jokers across the multiverse. But then when you have Bruce Wayne reach Adam West universe, which honestly, I was like, yes, this is great. Either way, when our Batman meets the Adam West Batman, that is the moment you have Adam West tell us that when it comes to Red Mask, yes, he is making more Jokers, but the ones who still have Jokers in those universes, they're becoming more insane than they were originally. So for example, Adam West Joker never died. He sticked around. But the thing is, he's more insane than he was ever in the past. And so it's not just Red Joker going around and making new Jokers. He's making Jokers go more insane than usual. And that is new. Now, that is the moment where you do have our Batman being able to actually meet the Dark Knight Return Batman. Now, this one right here gets a lot of love. And what I mean by that, it gets at least 3 pages. This Batman gets 3 pages in the book. The other Batman only got maybe 1, maybe 2. Some only got a panel. This man got 3 whole pages to himself. Either way, he does help our Batman out by giving him a new suit to wear, but at the same time giving him a new hand to use in battle against Red Mask. And so now our Batman is ready for the final battle because he knows he has to finally stop Red Mask, because with Red Mask just jumping around the multiverse and creating all these new Jokers is going to lead to more problems down the road. And so either way, it's Bruce saying, I have to find him. And when I do find him, I have to stop him because this man is causing a whole lot of problems for the multiverse. Now, you do have Batman being able to actually find Red Mask. Now, when he does find Red Mask, this is Batman actually saying, okay, it's time for me to actually win this battle. Now, when he does find Red Mask went to an empty universe. And when it comes to this empty universe, there's nothing in here at all. And so this man created Gotham in the middle of this empty universe. And so now you have this floating city just floating in the middle of the universe. But on top of that, though, he has these Jokerized sharks eating away at Gotham. Honestly, pretty cool. Either way, you have Batman right now trying to deal with the sharks, but also stop Red Mask. Now, Red Mask, he is literally trying to show himself or tell himself that he can go insane, that he can become a Joker. But the problem is, though, he cannot become Joker. And the reason why, because his job in the multiverse is to create other Jokers across the multiverse. That is his job. And so he has to be the one Joker who's, one, not insane, but on top of that, not an official Joker. So he'll be able to create other Jokers across the multiverse. Now, once Batman is able to deal with the sharks and to also knock out Red Mask, the question is now for Batman, how in the world does he get back home? Because right now he's stuck in an empty universe on a floating city, which honestly is going to fall apart very soon. And so the way the story actually ends is where you have Tim Drake appear. Now, in each chapter, each issue of Batman from 131 and 135, there were backup stories where Tim Drake was trying to find a way to actually locate Batman in the multiverse. And so this makes sense where you have Tim Drake being able to actually find Batman in the multiverse, and now he's on his way to go back home to Gotham. But now Batman is now in the dawn of DC, starting from this point here and on going forward. But with that being said, oh guys, this is where we are going to end today's comic book video. So please leave me a like down below and subscribe. But guys, I'll see y'all next time. Later.